Sopranos this morning. I know everybody wants to hear Woke Up This Morning. There'll be none of that.
It'll be okay.
There'll be hardly any U2. I'm going to find every U2 song I can find, though.
But guess what?
What?
WSGE welcomes Victoria Williams, Mark Olson, and the Creek Dippers to the Neighborhood Theater tonight.
Who?
The Creek Dippers.
Yeehaw.
I know. Tonight at 8 o'clock. WSGE is a media sponsor of this event. For more information, call us here at the studio or call the Neighborhood Theater at 704-358-9298.
And you know what? That's what you're going to get every week with Jennifer Kellar. And
That's right. I'm just going to read PSAs all day long.
She rules.
Guess what? Coming up, do we have Ray Charles?
Oh, we've got a little Ray Charles.
But
before that, we were talking about David Childers and my boy Eddie, who called in. How I even got to know Eddie, I guess about a month after I got here, we started doing a countdown because we had so many requests coming in. It was awesome. I mean, just you know how awesome these listeners are. You've filled in for me some, and you're going to really find out over the next couple of months. But my boy Eddie would call in. He's from Belmont, or from Mount Holly. Ooh, he's going to get mad when I say that. Not from Belmont, Eddie. You're from Mount Holly. I remember that. But David Childers and the Mount Holly Hellcats, Johnny Got a Mohawk. This boy would call in. I'm talking about Eddie. Boy, he's my age. He would call in and request, Hanks, you got to play Johnny Got a Mohawk for me. And he got everybody liking that song. And although this song off the CD I think the CD was made was put out in 1994. So it's 8 years old, 7 years old when we started playing it. This song was like in our top 5 for 3 or 4 weeks in a row because of Eddie himself. So we're going to play a little Johnny Got a Mohawk.
Woohoo!
This is for Eddie, my boy, on the Blues and Boogie Show. That's Robin Rogers. Come together on WSGE 91.7. That was for Don Jenkins, who called in. He's a faithful Robin Rogers fan like the rest of us, so wanted to hear a little Robin. Before that, Allman Brothers, Southbound. That was for Brian, who's going to be coming up here to check Jennifer out.
Good Lord. After the conversation, I'm a little bit scared.
I don't know why you would be. And starting off that set, David Childers and Johnny Got a Mohawk. 2 of those 3 that you just heard are going to be here in studio. We're not talking about the Allman Brothers.
No.
Exactly. That was for Eddie, my boy Eddie, from Mount Holly, who called in. He likes his Johnny Got a Mohawk. It is 7 o'clock straight up and down here on the Blues and Boogie Show. It's 70 degrees out there right now. Today's forecast, a mix of clouds and sun. High of 82. Tonight, partly cloudy, low around 65. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, high of 81. Tomorrow night, a few isolated thunderstorms developing late, then a low near 65. On Sunday, scattered thunderstorms.
All right.
Scattered thunderstorms, highs in the low 80s and lows in the low 60s. So it looks like we're gonna have this pretty weekend up until some maybe
nice,
some little bit of rain on Sunday.
I'm really hoping it doesn't rain Saturday though, because my kid has a soccer game.
Okay.
And last Saturday was supposed to have been the first soccer game, but it got rained out because of all that rain we had last
these
weekend.
Little wussy kids can't go out there and run around in the rain.
Brian, you needed to build an ark last weekend. It was pouring.
Oh, it was that bad, huh?
So they can. And Martha Rivers, man, they don't want to mess up the fields over at Martha Rivers.
Have you ever seen such a beautiful facility?
It's awesome. It really is awesome.
That is like Raleigh or Charlotte or something like that.
Nice facility. It really is.
So Martha Rivers, you did a good job.
That's right. And we're just, there's all your taxpayers' money right there in Martha Rivers Park.
Well, there you go. Hey, it's 7:02 here on WSGE 91. Well, I want to let you do it. You need to start practicing doing this. Go ahead. Do the legal
This is 91.7 WSGE, Dallas, Gastonia, Charlotte. This is a service of Gaston College. He's Bryan Hanks. I'm Jennifer Kellar.
You got to say the serving Dallas, Gaston.
I did. Dallas, Gastonia, Charlotte.
Oh, did you?
Golly.
You just did it so quickly that I didn't catch
this
that.
This is 91.7 WSGE, Dallas, Gastonia, Charlotte, a service of Gaston College.
Well, there you go.
He's Bryan Hanks. I'm Jennifer Kellar. And this is the Blues and Boogie Show.
Yes, it is. I tell you what, we're just trying to play all requests up until our special guest.
We have got some kick butt music.
Yes, we do.
Coming
We've
up
got some
right now.
Serious kick butt music.
What do we have?
Tell you what, we're gonna play a little Candy Cane first.
Okay.
And then we're gonna jump over here to the computer and we'll play some.
Okay.
And I want to find that Papa Chubby CD. I can't believe we can't find that. My boy Manning called in. He wanted to play a little
Papa Chubby. We'll find it.
Who Let the Devil Out. We're going to be playing that for him. Guys, we want to know what you want to hear. You got to get those requests in now because in about 45 minutes or so, this studio is going to be full of people. We're going to be playing live. You're going to hear live music from David Childers, from Robin and Tony Rogers, from Dale Shoemaker, Jeff Rainwater, the boys from Cotton Mather. We'd love to do that. 7:03 when we come back from playing these requests. By the way, throw those numbers out real quick.
704-922-6333. 704-922-6334.
I picked up the Gaston Gazette today and was totally thrown off. I like to go, first thing, I don't even look at the sports anymore on Fridays.
Really?
I go straight to the E section.
I'm impressed.
Seriously, go straight over to the E section to see what you're writing about every week. And Kellar, got to tell you, I saw a Christmas tree and was really confused.
I bet you were.
You're going to tell us about that when we get back from this. Also, a little bit about Erwin Bombeck and just a huge football game that's going to be taking place over in Shelby. I know we talked about Chris Shelby last week.
Yes, we did.
Got another huge game tonight as Gaston County, the best in Gaston County, takes on the best Cleveland County.
There you go.
So, really excited about all that. But this is Candy Cane, and I'm the toughest girl alive. Well, she is.
Yeah, right.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about on the Blues and Boogie Show. From the greatest rock band of all time, well, next to Cottonmouth, of course.
You know what? That song, I still haven't found what I'm looking for by U2, was for John from Rock Hill, who called in. Sorry for smacking the microphone. I mean, the Krispy Kreme donut. It's great. John from Rock Hill called in and said, you guys are all about playing what we want to hear. I want to hear what you want to hear. And I'll be daggum if we didn't have to listen to U2. Thanks, John. I appreciate it.
Exactly. But that was U2. Still haven't found what I'm looking for off one of the greatest CDs of all time, Rattle and Hum. Or, Joshua Tree.
So you don't even know what album it's off of.
Quit chewing. That's so disgusting. Before that, Candy Cane, I'm the toughest girl alive. It is 7:12 here on WSGE 91.7. This is the Blues and Boogie Show.
Don't forget we have Rainwater on the line.
I was getting ready to go. You just ruined my awesome intro.
Hey.
She's already taking over.
She's already taking over.
I'm not trying to, but I thought you were going to forget. And see, he's laughing. Sorry, I won't speak anymore. Shh.
See, I got this little red button over here, phone. He's listening to everything right now.
Good. Hey, Jeff.
Howdy.
Rainwater, she ruined my intro, man. I was going to talk about the greatest bass player in Gaston County. And what does she do? She just ruins it for me.
Well, you can still do that.
You got another line up there? Because that ain't me.
Oh, Jeff Rainwater, my boy from Cottonmouth, live on the air here via phone. Unfortunately, not going to be in the studio with us here this morning. But, dude, I got to tell you, man, I've appreciated everything you've done for the last year helping out with the Blues and Boogie extravaganza. And going to miss you, man.
Well, man, that's back to you tenfold for sure. We'd like to say you're the first one to play us, come out and see us, the whole 9 yards, and I can guarantee you, good Lord willing, we ever do anything and make it big, then you will get a call as the PR man for Cottonmouth.
The only thing I ask is, I told you this when you guys came to the studio the first time, I want the backstage pass, and I want the groupies that you guys turned down, okay?
Dude, I am so serious. If we was to ever make it big, you would be our PR man. Period.
Well, he needs a secretary, so
Yeah.
Never mind.
So exactly. You wouldn't be just hiring one; you'd be hiring two.
Okay, that'd be the odd couple.
Absolutely.
Anybody want to know who our PR people are? It's the odd couple.
That's right.
Rainwater, once again, man, you guys, you're awesome. Cottonmouth. I mean, I don't know if you had a chance to play a little crackhead woman earlier this morning.
Yeah, I heard it. I sure did.
But hey,
listen, we can't be so dismal about this.
Oh, absolutely, because my girl over here, Kellar's going to keep the ball bouncing.
And she done a good job when you was gone in your absence.
Yes, she did. Rainwater,
and it will get better.
Rainwater, you the man. I appreciate you calling in. Okay.
Hey, man, we appreciate all you done for us, and I hope your trip is a good one.
I appreciate it.
Stay in touch with us, man.
I definitely will. Take care, my friend.
You too.
He said you too.
Oh, I knew you were going to say that.
It's 7:14
We just can't let it die.
No, we
7:14 here on the Blues and Boogie Show. It's 91.7 WSGE, Dallas, Gastonia, Charlotte, a service of Gaston College. What we got coming up? You don't even know.
Oh, I do. I absolutely
do.
I'm counting them here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have now played 7 straight requests in a row.
Well, that's the way it should be.
And that's exactly the way we want it to continue. We want you guys to call in because this show is all about you. Hey, but if you want to call and say, Brian, play what you want to hear.
Please don't.
Like
please
John
don't.
from Rock Hill did.
No more
hey,
YouTube. No more YouTube. See, Jeff, see?
I got a request.
Okay.
It's on my shirt.
Uncle Tupelo. My boy Michael Howard from the Kings Mountain Post Office. Big Uncle Tupelo fan. We may have to throw some of that on.
Okay. So that's what Jeff wants to hear. But we are not going to play what you want to hear anymore.
Well, it's too late because Manning called in and he wanted to hear a little Papa Chubby. Or somebody let the devil out. So we're going to do that next. For something you want to hear, give us a call at 704-922-6333. 704-922-6334. This is Papa Chubby on the Blues and Boogie Show. Big finish. Big finish. Oh, Stevie Ray, you let me down there. Stevie Ray Vaughan, Voodoo Child. That was from Mike Powell, my boy who called in. And before that, Papa Chubby. Somebody let the devil out. Manning called in, wanted to hear that. It is 7:28 here on WSGE 91.7. And we've got Ben Duggan in studio. We got Jeff Powell here in studio. We've got the beautiful, lovely, and talented Jeff Powell. Jennifer Kellar in the studio. And, man, it's getting kind of scary. She's over here throwing directions around. Get off the phone.
Directions. I didn't say get off the phone. And don't over-exaggerate. You're going to make me cry.
Man,
see, I'm outnumbered. Now, see, if I start crying, you guys are really going to start feeling bad. No, probably not. Probably not.
Security is on its way to take Bryan C. away for the final time.
Got security standing out there ready.
Saying, turn in your key, boy.
You know what? You should be doggone glad you have the support of somebody that didn't want you to miss, your cue.
Hey, I tell you what.
I'm like your backup.
Okay, I've had so many heroes already this morning. Denise and Rainwater and all these people calling. Jeff brings in Krispy Kreme donuts.
Yes, he did a whole dozen.
But I got to tell you, number one on my hero list right now, Ben Duggan. You know why? He brings in the Sopranos theme song. He brings
totally
in U2. He brings in U2 Rattle and Hum. So you're going to get a healthy dose of U2 over the next hour and a half. Thank you, Ben.
Did you hear that? All across Gaston County, people are changing their radio.
Oh, dude, that's all.
No more U2.
No more. Hey, we just had Dale Shoemaker call in, crackhead woman himself. He's going to be
stopping at the convenience store to get coffee. Then he's on his way here.
Absolutely. Robin and Tony are going to be here in the studio, and keeping my fingers crossed, we may have another special guest this morning who I forgot to call.
You forgot to call him?
Oh, yeah.
I thought you said he didn't call you back. Now, which one is it, Brian?
No, I did call him. Yeah, I didn't get a message back from him. I believe
yeah, right.
But last week,
Brian,
live on the air here.
He's telling a lie, Jeff. Look at his eyes. He can't look anybody in the face. He's like looking around going, he didn't call me. He didn't call me back.
Yeah. Well, live on the air here, though, last week he said he'd be here at 8 o'clock.
It's not 8 o'clock yet.
Yeah, I know.
That's
so
true.
We're not worried about it.
We have 30 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, real quick, on the front of the E section of the Gaston Gazette today, our own Jennifer P. Kellar, she always takes care of business there. A Christmas tree. What the heck is a Christmas tree doing on the front of the family section?
A Christmas tree is on the front of the family section because you need to start your Christmas shopping now.
That's right.
Make a list, stick to a budget, don't go psycho, leave your credit cards at home, use cash, and do it now.
Wow.
Don't wait till the last minute like I do every year.
So it's do as I say, not as I do.
Exactly.
That's not like a couple of Christmases ago when I dropped about $1,000 on.
I know, it's awful. And the bad thing about it is that I vow to myself every year that I'm not going to wait until the last minute every year, and I end up waiting until the last minute.
I'll never forget standing in line at Eastland Mall over in Charlotte. I guess it was before I moved to Kings Mountain 4 or 5 years ago. Standing in line over there on December 24th at 5:55, waiting for my $500 worth of packages to be wrapped because they were going to be unwrapped about an hour and a half later. Yeah.
Oh, that's stupid. No, really.
Well, see,
and financial experts say, really, that you should shop like throughout the year. Because, they have all those sales throughout the year, whatever. If it's an Easter sale or Labor Day sale or whatever, shop throughout the year.
Yeah, but how do you know what somebody's going to want?
You know what? It's not all necessarily about what somebody wants. I mean, if you put enough effort into...
You never know what they want anyway. December 24th, you're still not going to know.
Right. So on December 24th, you're pretty much going to pay double for what you would have paid back in April. My sister right now has probably been done with her Christmas shopping since, like, March.
Yeah.
And everything's wrapped
for
this year. Oh, it's totally insane. Drives me crazy. My sister-in-law's the same way.
Okay, if you open your Christmas presents and it's got dust on the package, there's something wrong with that, okay? Jeff's over here dancing, so we're going to put some music back on here. 7:32 when we come back. Ben Duggan. The last time for me and Ben on the Blues and Boogie Show. How sad is that? I think we're gonna share a couple of hugs before we bring it up.
Sure.
Yeah. Side hugs though. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Manly side hugs. Okay.
Pat on the back type thing.
Exactly, that kind of stuff. Hey, this is Uncle Tupelo. My boy Michael Howard works in the Kings Mountain post office. Big Uncle Tupelo fan, so we're throwing this on for him. This is Graveyard Shift on the Blues and Boogie Show.